what he's going to do before he does it, it sometimes just will be far-fetched when he tells you. Telling a poor man he's going to be rich when he's just happy to have EBT, it's strange talk. When God tells you that he's going to enlarge your territory and he's going to put you all over the nation and put you on TV and cause you to travel the world and everybody looking at you, you don't even have a church or a decent ministry right now. When God says he's going to make you debt free and you owe everybody and their mama right now in your life, where you are afraid to answer the phone because you don't know who in the world's calling, you answer, hello, hello, hello. Bad connection. We'll call you right back. It's how can God declare to you at times like those that you're going to be rich? How can God tell you that great ministry is inside of you when you're still struggling with trying to live right? How can God tell you that he's going to raise you up and sanctify you and use you to deliver the nation when you're struggling with deliverance issues already? How can God say, I'm going to use you to preach, and you're so busy looking at where I am? God, I can't preach. I can't speak like I want to speak. I can't say it like I want to say it. I can't lay it like I want to lay it. Well, let me tell you one thing, that when God shows up and declares something, everything in your life does not coincide with the declaration that he says. He tells you stuff like, I'm gonna make you rich when you just bounced a check. He'll tell you stuff like, go start a business when you don't even have the credit to qualify for a business loan. He'll tell you, go out and establish yourself. How can I establish myself? Nobody's on my side. Nobody's pushing me or got my back. He says, did not you remember that goodness and mercy shall follow you all the days of your life? God talks crazy talk when he gets ready to impregnate you. Talk God, talk God. What are you saying? You're saying that you shall have a son, and the son that you're going to have, he begins to describe what the son's going to do. One of the things that I found out that the son's going to do is he's going to take over the house of David. Now, the significance of the house of David is, you remember Solomon. Solomon was the son of David. God would not allow David to build the temple because he was a man of war. The Bible said, God said, I'll let you finance it, but I will not let you build the temple because you are a man of war. So he raises up a man by the name of Solomon. Solomon gets risen up, but Solomon has a problem. He's wise, he's rich, but he got a lustful problem. He can't keep his eyes and his hands off the women. And not only does he do it, but he waits till he get old and rich to allow the women of other nations to pervert his heart. Touch somebody and said, ain't no fool like an old fool. He allows them to corrupt his heart and to turn his attention away from God. The Bible said that he builds temples unto the other gods, and God gets angry and says, I will not remove Solomon while he sits because I respect David. But the kingdom of Saul, of David, shall have a disappearance right now. He gives them one providence, which is Jerusalem, and says, you shall reign over Jerusalem. You won't have all of Israel and you won't have Judah. All I'm going to leave you with is just a little providence. Frustrated, but please understand that God does not leave the letter like that. He says, I'm going to send somebody and his name shall be called Jesus. One version said, mighty counselor, prince of peace, and mighty God. And so now what God says, when he impregnates you, he impregnates you with a vision that's going to pick up where somebody else finished off. Somebody almost missed that. The reason why God's getting ready to anoint you is because somebody else messed up, and he knew that he needed to put something inside of you to pick pick up where other people left off. You understand, they got perverted at the end. They ran the race well. There was some church that they had the mission, but they got sidetracked with filthy lucre and money. So God says, while I got to raise you up now, is you got to repair the breach. While I got to call you at such a time as this, because there was somebody that should have went, but they didn't go. And so I've got to raise you up. While I'm going to make your name great and make your album platinum, I need to be able to put somebody on Front Street that can walk the walk and talk the talk, that can preach it public but live it private. While I'm getting ready to raise you up, because I'm getting ready to raise some folks up that's changed, that can tell the testimony. Yeah, I slung dope, I was a hustler, but the Lord delivered me. I gotta have somebody that can say, I've been there, done that, and got the t-shirt. Yeah, I slept with a married man. Yeah, I was there. I did it. Yes, I did it. But I'm here to declare that God is a deliverer. God needs somebody to pick up where David's generation seed dropped the ball. And so while God is impregnating you now, it's because he needs somebody to finish the job. Look and tell somebody, I'm just a cleanup woman. I'm assigned to clean up what everybody else messed up. I'm designed in the body of Christ to bring revival to the body of Christ. Look at somebody and said, I've seen the phonies and the fakes, but it's time for the real saints of God to be birthed out of the womb. There's been enough of charlatans and fakes. There's been enough pimps in the pulpit. It's about time God raise up some people that'll tell it like an IS is, that will not compromise, that'll tell a liar is a liar.